Domenico in the Room podcast with a very, very, very special guest. I have Steve Put Him to Sleep Walker, Lion Fight World Superweight Cruiser Champion and North American Super Cruiserweight Champion, ready to defend his title at Lion Fight 64 on March 12th. Steve, man, it's been a while, man. How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I feel good. You know, I'm pumped to get back in the ring. It's been almost a year now, man. So I'm pumped.
Now, we had a tough 2020, man. How'd you stay motivated during that? You said it's been a year, and but talking to a lot of fighters, there's been a lot of stories behind the scene, a lot of growth from having this time off. What's been going on with you in this time?
Well, in the beginning, the COVID was very new to everybody, so we wasn't sure could we shadow box outside or do we have to shadow box inside. So you could say probably like 3 to 4 months. I just stayed in the house with the family, and then Jake and Bill came up with a little schedule, basically saying, hey, let's do some virtual class, like online virtual class. So we came up with that. We was doing class from home. So technically, doing class from home is basically like you shadow boxing, but you got a view watching you and shit like that. So we came up with an online class where basically each senior students would take a day, like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then whatever day you pick, it'd be your day to teach a virtual class, on the internet, and people would tune in, and they would get their little workout. We had like mostly like a little, you could say like a little Muay Thai fitness, if you want to say, burn some calories and stuff like that, do push-ups. So it was pretty cool. And then until we got a system, then everything start rolling.
Now during this time, I know you work at the gym, you give privates, and you teach classes there. How are you getting in your own training during this? Like you said, you're outside shadow, not knowing if you could shadow box or whatever. But how did you get to the point where you could actually start training? And when about was that in 2020?
I want to say like September-ish. I got a big yard, so I got like little weights and stuff in my yard. So I was still lifting. Then I have a nice little street where you could sprint up and down. So I was doing that, and then I'll probably have there was this gentleman that I used to like. He's like in the community. He does a lot of strength and conditioning work. So I used to go meet him at the park. It'd just be us two at the park, which is we still social distance and we get it in. So my strength was there, but my speed when it comes to like kicking and punching wasn't there because I wasn't getting no pad work at the time. So yes, I was getting strong, but at the same time I was still sacrificing my speed and like hands and eye coordination when it comes to hitting the pad because it's been so long. So it was like a gift and a curse. The gift was me getting stronger. The curse was me not be able to have like that coordination. Like the pad rust. I had a little bit of pad rust because of COVID.
Well, when did you actually start to hit them pads? Because I know Jake was ready to go. He had them, ready to be hit. So when did you actually get to, spar with Jake and start getting back in the game?
So I want to say 2020 of November is basically when once the government opened back up, start having little stipulations about social distance, how many people could be in the gym. Then that's when I start picking up my training. Instead of me training 4 days a week, I was coming 2 days a week. Just to get my feet wet again, and at the same time still trying to take procedures and precautions so not to get COVID. So far that's good. Nobody in the gym got it. That's excellent. But yeah, so November, after Thanksgiving, then December, then Bill slip a bug in my ear, hey, 2021 is coming up. You might get a fight, so you better stay ready.
Yep.
I want you in him 3 days out the week instead of 4. He said 3 days. It could be Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or any day I pick. So I want to say definitely was December when I started picking it up, and then January came along, then February came along. I'm still here, and now I got to fight. I want to say in the middle of January, I got that call yo, you're gonna fight in March, and I was excited. I said, holy smoke! And then I turned it up a notch. I turned to Goku.
Well, the excitement not only is Lion Fight back, now they're on UFC Fight Pass, which there's going to be a whole nother set of eyes on you, brother. When you found out that you were actually fighting and defending your North American title, and then you find out Fight Pass, UFC Fight Pass, and Lion Fight is a part of that now. Yeah, what was going through your head now, right off the bat, 2021, getting that fight?
It was mixed emotions because I'm like, wow. Not only that it's going to be on UFC Fight Pass, but now like everybody around the world gets to tune in. Like guys that does MMA that doesn't do Muay Thai get to see me fight Muay Thai. Guys that's into judo get to see me fight, on the UFC Fight Pass because a lot of people, love the UFC and they get the Fight Pass to see certain fights. So that was kind of big on me. It is kind of scary at the same time because when you have a lot of audience watching you, it kind of plays in your brain like, yo, I don't want to get knocked out. I don't want to lose this fight. So your mind tends to kind of like play tricks on you because you feel like, yo, this is like being in the finals. You're in the finals right now and you don't want to choke, And like right now, I'm at the free throw line. The free throw line is basically me be able to be on Lion Fight, UFC Fight Pass, and then the game is when I step in that ring. That's when it's all good and it's good to go. So my emotion was very up and down. 1 minute I'm happy, the next minute I'm nervous. Which is normal. It's called human emotion, but yeah, I'm ready to put on a good show. I'm ready to tap into some new fans, new supporters. I'm ready to showcase my skills and my talent of what Hard Knocks, install in me. So at the end of the day, whenever I fight in that ring, I'm representing my coaches because what I know is what they taught me. You get it? So it's just a lot of pressure. And it's my first time defending my title. I can't have nobody come into my house try to take my belt because that belt was earned. I waited 6 years for that belt, and it wasn't given to me. And I'm not gonna let some guy who's ranked number 8, which is dope, and Glory's ranked number 8. Glory, he got a lot of wins, but I don't think that he ever fought somebody like me, who's long, who's athletic, who's tricky, slippery, and who just grinds a lot. I'm ready for the challenge. I'm ready. I'm really ready for this challenge. This is a tough opponent. Lion Fight game.
Well, let's talk about that opponent right now. You're fighting Brian Collette. He's beat some real stud opponents, and like you said, he's a Glory veteran, making his first trip to the Lion Fight ring. There, man. How you planning on welcoming this guy? And like you said, he's a tough dude. He's ranked up there, man. How you plan on welcoming him here? Defending that title for your first time.
Well, welcome him out. I definitely want to welcome him up with an ass whooping. Then we can have a drink after. Because at the end of the day, Lion Fight is my home. I don't care where they go. It's my house. I'm representing them. They representing me, and I can't let somebody from the outskirts come in and do a B&E in my home territory, my home turf. I don't care if they're in Italy, anywhere. As long as I'm on that card, it's my home, and I'm going to protect that home. So him coming into my realm, because I believe Muay Thai is my realm. I have to use my 8 limbs. I got to be tricky. I gotta use elbows and knees. I'm not going to box with him. I'm not going to let him set the pace. I'm going to set the pace. I'm going to use my long range weapon. Guys like him, they usually fight 3 rounds. But I'm gonna try to bring him to the deep end and see how he is. Do he got gas in the tank in the 5th round and stuff like that? Because usually guys like him, they tend to gas out because they come out 1st round or 2 round blazing, looking for that one hitter quitter, And then I know that my name is Stephen put him to sleep, and he's gonna try to put me to sleep. So it's all about my timing. It's all about me invading his space and conquering him. Meaning like I'm gonna invade his space, let him freeze, let him miss. The minute he misses, I'm going to conquer him. Meaning I'm going to, make him pay. I'm going to conquer his legs. I'm going to conquer his body. Just hit him up where, take over his whole circle, make him feel uncomfortable. And that's my game plan for this gentleman. Like I said, I tip my hat to him. He's a beast with his hands. But I see some holes in this armor that I'm not really going to touch on because I want to give away my game plan. But stay tuned, man. March 12th, you'll see.
Well, Steve, there's no shortage of highlight film or fights of yours on the internet and all over the place. So he doesn't have to look far to go see what you're bringing to the table. It's nonstop action. It's full throttle beast mode from you, man. You chase people out of the ring, and it's documented. We've seen it, Steve. As far as like training partners, is who you sparring with, who's helping you through this training camp to get ready for the stud?
Yeah, this training camp was definitely tough. We had to bring the big guns in, and I really want to thank all my guys for riding shotgun with me. From Mike Rodriguez, Trevor, who just beat one of the Gracies at Bellator, Fabio, who's an LFA champion, Alex, who has like a nasty like kickboxing, taekwondo background, now Muay Thai. I train with him a lot. Right now, Ross just came in. So, like I said, we brought the Elite 18 for me. Ross is definitely like, he's a mover. So, it's hard to like hit Ross. So now Ross is basically making me be able to move. Instead of me having cement feet, I'm moving, picking my shots. So each fighter that I spar with is giving me a tool for me to take from them and put it in my toolbox. And it all depends on how I use that tool. You know what I mean? Like Mike Rodriguez, he have a nasty jab cross body shot. I could adapt to that. I could take that and put it in my toolbox. Alex, he have a nice spinning back kick. I could take that and put in my toolbox. So like I said, each fighter I work with, I take something from them. They might know, they might not know it, but I take it from them. Like Fabio, he has a nice laser cross. You don't even see it coming because he keep it tough, but I got that. And my other guy, Flavio, he's Brazilian. He's just like all volume. He's like a mosquito in the gym. So when I shell up, he be like, hey, get up. Don't shell up, fight back, like throw a punch. So he's letting me know how to counter someone that's also hitting me. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, don't let them feel comfortable. Make them feel uncomfortable. So like I said, each fighter that I spar with is giving me something, giving me a gem for me to take away with. So we're not just sparring just to spar, just to beat each other up. I'm actually learning as I'm sparring and taking and throwing away what I need, and what I don't need, I'll throw away.
Well, this is one of the things we touched on in the beginning of the interview. As far as 2020, a lot of fighters, they grew, even though they were on the shelf, not getting that action. Yeah. They had a chance to grow mentally, physically, strength wise. And now it seems like you're adding all facets of New England, UFC fighters, top-notch glory fighters, prospects there with Ross, who's been killing it in the, that game. Dude, so it seems like, even though 2020 was a lull in the, the action as far as, getting in that ring, it seems like you had taken care of and you really came out full throttle for 2021 to prove something for to the world.
Yeah, I definitely have to prove something to the world because like some people feel as though some people don't deserve the belt, or I make a better champion, or the belt is better around my waist. And it's for me to show the world, like, yo, listen, this is mine, yo. Like, I earned this. This wasn't given to me. So I got to show that person, like, yo, you're not going to come and just take this. It's not going to be easy taking this belt from around my waist. So 2021 is basically all about pressure. Be aggressive. Put the pressure on these guys, man. Like I got to show this dude, you're not on my level. You don't belong in the ring with me. I'm going to hurt him. That's my pressure for him. Like, yo, I got to hurt you. So when you said how I'm going to greet him, that's how I'm going to greet him. I'm going to put the pressure on him. I'm going to hurt him. You don't belong in the ring with me. We'll dap up after. But that belt is mine. I waited 6 years for that belt. The gym got it. It's there. She's beautiful. She's polished. She's clean. She don't belong in nobody else's arm but mine. Nobody else gonna take care of like I take care of her.
Excellent, right, man. Hey, dude, we know from watching you, these these years from making your debut for Lion Fight back in 2017, watching you at Foxwoods sell out the crowd with your backing and the support, man. Dude, you bring it. You're a role model, and that belt is gonna stay in Boston, man. And we can't wait to see it on Fight Pass in a couple of weeks from now, man. So as far as that, dude, when do you take off? When do you fly to Kansas for the for this?
Right now, Scott haven't told me yet, but I believe that I'm probably gonna leave like on the 8th, because if I'm fighting on the 12th, which is a Friday, Wayne's is the 11th. Maybe the 8th or the 9th that I'm taking off. That's my guess. Right now, I still got to pack my bags, and like start making appointments on who is gonna babysit for me while I'm gone for these couple of 4 or 5 days. So I'm making some arrangements right now on who's going to babysit for me. But my kids are going to be watching. People in the community are going to be watching. I have a few people that's flying out to Kansas. That's great. Like my support is strong.
Yeah.
Like everywhere I go, they go. So like I tell them, when I fight, you fight. When I win, you win. This is not my belt. This is our belt. So we ain't gonna let nobody come in New England and take it from me. We're the home of the champions, and we're going to keep it there. All right.
Excellent, man. Who's taking the trip with you as far as in your corner?
I want to say Bill and Jake.
Awesome. Yeah. They've been there since the beginning. I mean, they've brought you along the right way. You are a double champ, world super cruiserweight champ, and North American cruiserweight champ. Now ready to defend that North American title, man. Last thing, brother. It's been so great catching up with you and listening to what's going on in 2020 and coming out with a bang in 2021. Social media, shout outs, sponsors, anything you want to throw out there before I let you go, man.
Yeah, so I definitely want to thank all my sponsors for riding shotgun with me. A&A Glass Windows. I want to thank Eric Burns Roofing out there in Rhode Island. So, if you need some shingles for your roof and some of them shingles is missing, hit up Burns Roofing. He'll get the job done. I want to thank the Chirotherapy in West Roxbury for keeping me chill whenever my joints are sore or I have a lot of inflammation in my kneecaps or my elbows from hyperextending my punches. I want to thank them for helping me out. I want to thank my cousin Alvin Lewis, who's definitely like major key in my explosiveness. Like he had me hooked up to like these resistant bands. I think it's called like a TriMaster. I think it's a TriMaster, something like that. I get the name right, but I want to thank my cousin for like.
I'm sure there's a video on Instagram of you on that thing or something.
Yeah, that's my definitely get me exposed for my kicks. Also, I want to thank Hard Knock for just being in my corner. I want to thank also Andy, Iron Lion Muay Thai on Pleasant Street in Norwood. I want to thank him for always having his door open to me. And I want to thank him for just, giving me pointers on how to be explosive on the bag and how to, turn over my kicks and stuff like that. And I also want to thank Jizzle Fim. His name is Jermaine Sparrow. He makes all my videos and stuff like that. I really thank him because he takes his time out of his day to do it for free. Also my out of love trying to get my name out there because in everybody's mind like, yo, you should get like a bigger buzz. But I believe being on the UFC Fight Pass, this will get my name up there. So those are the sponsors I want to thank for just riding shotgun with me and on this journey to me defending my title. But man, I won't let them down and I won't let myself down and I definitely won't let you down.
Excellent, my man. Well, Steve, it's been a pleasure, dude, catching up with you, man. Like I said, I've been ringside watching you, every fight at Foxwoods, watching you bring it, man. And we're going to be watching you on Fight Pass on March 12th, bring it again, defending that North American Super Cruiserweight title. So, Steve, put him to sleep, Walker, 8-0. Ready.
Man, man, you understand? I really grew, man. I watched myself grow from amateur to this, and I'm still growing. I'm still a student to the game. But just to hear the 8-0, that sounds beautiful. Hey, Chip, I'm trying to catch up to you, man. I think it looks like 11-0 or 12-0.
Well, hey, before I let you go, man, you deck this guy on the 12th, man. Maybe you could defend that world title and make a double champ fight with you and Chip beating some guys up.
I would love for that. Listen. Every time me and Chips on the same card, we sell out arenas. So I think Life Fight they trying to put us on the same card.
Well, hopefully when it happens, they can come back to Foxwoods so everyone in New England can enjoy it ringside, man.
That would be definitely big, man. Thank you so much for letting me be able to use your platform to be able to show my story and just to, let people know who I am and when do I fight. I appreciate guys like you for letting fighters like me be able to, use your platform to get our name out there. I thank you for all the good stuff that you're doing, Steve.
Thank you so much, Steve. You're a friend of mine. You're a great fighter I like to cover, and you're a great fighter I like to watch as a fan. So, Steve, you have a great night, man, and do your thing the rest of the week, and have a safe trip to Kansas.
All right, thank you so much. Make sure you guys tune in, man. March 12th. We're out.
All right, later.
Later.